Welcome viewers to Kos Town Greece. This will divide opinion, it will be controversial, and it might even make you angry. You might disagree with me. I've just passed a place here and it reminded me of one of my favourite things that I've ever seen. Let's talk about it. I need your help in this one, okay? We're going to have a wee bit of interaction in the comments below. I want you to leave me a comment, every single person in this video. I'm going to ask you a couple of questions. Let's go. Okay viewers, it will all make sense. We're in beautiful Kos Town. I'm just getting my bearings, walking around here, and I found some very interesting things, viewers, okay? Just a wee bit of fun. But I thought I'd have a wee chat with you. I'm walking up this way to see what's here. I don't really know what's here. I did walk from the port. I can't remember if I walked out that way and down or I come round this way and straight on. But either way, I passed this bar which reminded me of one of my favourite films of all time. I'm going to put it in the top 3 maybe, okay? You need to have a kind of cult one, okay? You can't just pick the top 3 films of all time. The Blues Brothers, Dan Aykroyd and obviously Belushi. Absolute classic John Belushi. What a film, what a soundtrack. I used to have it on, I was going to say CD, it wasn't, it was cassette. I used to have it. What a soundtrack, absolutely brilliant. Good wee bar as well, very very busy. They're showing the football obviously, they've got some music in the background. I don't know if they do anything else, but we are outside the Blues Brothers, which is a cult film, one of my favourite of all time. Second one obviously is not the same, Blues Brothers Revisited one. John Goodman was in it, Dan Aykroyd again, but you can never beat the classics. But there's one film that maybe the sequel was better than the first. Can you guess what that was? Yes, viewers, do me a favour, because I'm curious to know this one. We kind of kids arcade running about here as well. Do me a favour, in the comments, leave me your top 3 films of all time. I told you, this will divide opinion. Now, I guarantee that one of the films nearly everybody's going to mention. You know what it is, don't you? Everybody's going to mention, but I'm going to give you a couple of options. I also googled it, and as IMDb, the big film website, they've ranked the top 100 films of all time, and I totally disagree with number 2. It's a really good film, but no way it's the top 3. Can you guess what that one is? Let's talk about it. Okay, number 1 on the list, which I think most people will probably agree with, The Godfather. Oh, the beers look nice. The Godfather, okay? Now, this is where it gets controversial. Some people might even say Godfather 2 is better than Godfather 1, and that's a valid point because it was absolutely brilliant. Godfather 2 as well, they introduced obviously new characters into it. So it's Cafe Caprice here, reminds me of Paisley, all my Paisley viewers, Cafe Caprice. So it's a tricky one. That's a bus stop. I think that's going to the airport. They're looking at all the people with suitcases. I need to check to see if that's going to Cardamina, mind you, because I'm going there tomorrow, I think. Let's take a wee walk up here and we'll see what's here. So what do you think, viewers? I'm going to give you the criteria here is, if I was to give you 3 movies to watch tonight, pick your favourite movies. And I'm going to allow you one Christmas one because you need a wee bit of fun, and maybe one cult one. So I think top 3 movies I would pick to watch, possibly, would be The Godfather, would be Goodfellas. Goodfellas is a brilliant film. Not everybody's going to agree with that. They shouldn't have done The Irishman, should they? That was terrible, absolutely terrible. And if I'm picking a Christmas film to watch every Christmas, then it's a draw between National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, which is absolutely amazing. In fact, that might win it actually. And then a lot of you might say, Kevin, It's a Wonderful Life. And it is. Or you might say Elf. Elf's a brilliant film, isn't it? Absolutely classic. I think you judge a good film by a film you can watch time and time again. It comes on every year at Christmas and you can keep watching it. But number 2 on the list on this website, I don't agree with. Let me tell you about it. Let me show you a bit of Kos anyway, because that's the purpose of the videos, is just to show you what's here. Some lovely wee shops here. It's a lovely wee place, Kos Town. Very chilled. Got a wee mix. I've not seen any kind of nightlife yet, so I don't really know about bars, entertainment, live music. There is some bars with DJs and Bar Street and stuff. They won't get busy till much later on. Okay viewers, without further ado, guess what was number 2 on this list of the top 100 films of all time on the IMDb. I might got it around the wrong way, but you know what I mean. It's a nice wee place here. Get busy later on. Number 2 was The Shawshank Redemption. I mean, really? It's a very, very good film, The Shawshank Redemption. It's a really good film, I think. I think definitely it's in the top 100, but it's not number 2, is it? No way, it's number 2. Look. Try and see if I can show you my phone. Number 2. Shawshank Redemption. Number 2. Guess what they've got at number 3? Number 3 is a brilliant film. It's sad, but it's a very, very sad film. It's an absolutely powerful, amazing acting in it. Ben Kingsley, Liam Neeson, Schindler's List. Amazing film. The Kids Arcade here as well. I don't think I've actually been down this street. I'm going to have a wee wander over here and see what's here. In a second, viewers. And then you go down the list, and then there's they've got number 4, Robert De Niro, a brilliant film, but definitely not number 4. No way, number 4, Raging Bull. I was raging that was at number 4. No way, that's at number 4. Number 5, Casablanca. Number 6, Citizen Kane. It gets more controversial as it goes on. Number 7's Gone with the Wind. Number 8 is Wizard of Oz, which you can understand because that is a kind of timeless classic. It was well ahead of its time, Wizard of Oz, when it was made. So I can understand that one as well. I tell you another film that's well ahead of its time when it was made, Back to the Future. See if you ever see that. It came up on the TV last week and it was made like decades ago. Way ahead of its time. Quite an interesting film. Nice wee place over there as well, look at that. My middle name's Patrick and it's called Patrika. There we go, I should go in there, shouldn't I? Yeah, I definitely don't think I've been down here. So, what do you think, viewers? What's your favourite top 3 films of all time? I don't think anybody can deny The Godfather. I think it's just too good a film to deny it. And I think you can judge a film as well. See a film that's very long and it still captures your attention. I think you've got to give it a bit of credit. There is some notable mentions. I'm trying to think of the films that I like. I tell you, there was one on the list that I thought was a brilliant film. When it first came out, I thought it was just amazing. Rocky, number 40 on the list. Rocky, even if you don't like boxing, it's more the story behind it, and the fact that you know that Sylvester Stallone wrote that, and he got offered like $1 million or something for the script to do the film on the condition that he wouldn't be the lead actor because nobody knew him. And he said, no, I'm going to hold out. And he was so broke at one point that he sold his dog. And then eventually he got offered the script, and I think it was to do, see the guy, the Fonz, the guy who played the Fonz in Happy Days, he had something to do with it. It's an interesting story. And the first thing he done when he got money for the film, he went and found who bought his dog, and he bought his dog back. His dog appears in the film. What an amazing story that is. Number 40, Rocky. There's also a few different films you might not have heard of it. I'm going to recommend to you. Okay, this is old school, this one, right? This is going to appeal to the older viewers. I think it's round about number 50. If you're a Jack Lemmon fan, you'll love any of these films, right? Number 50 is The Apartment. It's a really funny film, really good. I'll say no more, I won't spoil the script for you, okay? I tell you another really good Jack Lemmon film is The Out of Towners, and if you've watched that film, I'll put you on the list, you'll know what I'm talking about. That's a really funny film. And if you just like a film that's like a screenplay, it could be on a stage at the West End with amazing actors, the best actors you'll ever see, including Jack Lemmon as well, Al Pacino. Unfortunately Kevin Spacey's, that's went pear-shaped, we can't really include him, but he is in it, right? Glenn Gary, Glenn Ross. If you're into sales and marketing, that is an amazing film, underrated. What about all these recommendations, viewers? And look at this, I've just found a sports pub. How ironic, the football is on just now and I can just pop in and see it. A few Forest fans here. Interesting. Oh, look, busy wee place in here, isn't it? What's the scores? Okay, no, it's Forest winning 1-0. That's interesting to see. Should probably watch the end of that. Have a wee beer here actually, that's probably a good shout. There's a few games on there in the background, the Spurs game's on, I might have a wee stop there. Quite glad I come down here now. So what do you think, viewers? Any notable absentees from that list? Have I missed anything? Yeah, not much down there. So we wander down here and see if there's anything down at the bottom. Okay viewers, thank me later for all the recommendations. I'll never recommend a bad film to you. Glengarry Glen Ross might not be to everybody's taste. There's a lot of swearing in it, but it's an absolutely amazing film. And the actors would come in and do their scenes, and they would, instead of going back to their trailers, the acting was so good that they would sit and watch the other actors do their scene. They appreciated the craft of it. It's a really, really good film. I think Ed Norton's in it as well. A few other guys in it passed away, I think, now as well. But yeah, good film. But Godfather's got to be in the top 3, hasn't it? The Blues Brothers is a cult film. Soundtrack is amazing. If you've not seen the Blues Brothers, just get it on. It's absolutely amazing. If you like live music as well, you'll probably appreciate it a bit more. Right, new Mezzy place here. Don't really know what else is down here. I've not researched really much in this trip, to be honest with you, but I'm going to head down here. I might go back to the sports pub, watch the football. There's another game coming on I'm probably going to watch. To be honest, if you're new to the channel, do me a favour. This is the kind of quality content that you'll get in this. We'll talk about everything, and you might get angry. You might say, Kevin, how can you put these films in your top 3? No way. Yeah, I know. I tell you what else is number 20 or something. Titanic. Titanic's a very, very well made film, isn't it? It's a very, very well made film, Titanic, I must admit. If that film comes on, I could still watch a wee bit of it. Kate Winslet, Leonardo DiCaprio. Wolf of Wall Street's a brilliant film, not for everybody, but it is a funny film. It's a brilliant film. Yeah, there's a lot of films to pick from, isn't there? A lot of films to pick from. This here place is nice, isn't it? So even if you've no interest in films, I'm still trying to show you all the streets in Kos Town, and it's pretty nice here, you must admit. This has got no name, this place, look. I don't understand these places that call themselves no name bars and no name. It's like nobody says, where are you going tonight? They're like, no name, you've got no name. Brand yourself, get some branding. What do you think about that? You need to speak to the guy Simon. See the guy Simon, is it Squib? What's your dream? What's your dream? Okay. He's always saying get a brand. Check this out over here, what's this? A wee kids play centre or something. Nice in there. Lovely. Yeah, just a wee kids play park in here, nothing exciting. Okay viewers. Okay viewers, how good was that video? I've angered a lot of you. You're like, nope. In the comments, top 3 films of all time. What have I missed? And we'll see if we agree to disagree. I don't think anybody can leave out The Godfather. My daughter watched Goodfellas a couple of weeks ago, and she said it was overrated. She didn't think it was very good. Maybe that's an era thing. Maybe it's back in my era with the soundtrack and all that. Soundtracks were a lot more important in films years ago than they are now. So interesting. We'll get some interesting answers in this one. Everybody who watches this video, even if you're a backgrounder who's never commented before, let me know in the comments what's your favourite top 3. Okay, I'm away to that sports bar to see the end of the football, I think, and have a beer. It's roasting here. Great weather, great weather. Okay, goodbye viewers.